I teach decision making. This course is a CAP course. This course involves everything the business majors, the business management majors have taken from their first year through their second year. So what we cover are case studies basically. And the abilities that the students use there are from Business 104, from business management, from marketing, and everything comes together in various case settings. The case settings cut across a broad spectrum from management, human resources, sales. So what it does for the student, it brings back what they have covered in their past 2 years. So they're at that point able to apply everything that they've learned when doing the case analysis. What we really want from the students is for them to be able to have the courage to make a decision and to be able to make the correct decision at a particular time. In management, a lot of times managers are afraid to make a decision. We go through a process of defining how a problem is defined and how we apply a decision to that problem. And many times managers will recognize a problem, but will not apply a decision, feeling that if left alone, the problem will solve itself. So what we want from the students when they leave the class is, number one, to have the courage to make a decision and be able to justify that decision. So in our case analysis, we identify many things, but the major things we identify are the problem, the decision, and the justification. We talk about the fact that anyone can give a decision, but to be able to justify it and to make that decision meaningful to the business is probably the most important thing about our case analysis and our case presentation. Our students get very involved in attacking the cases and making a decision. What I've found over my years of teaching is that students do want to make decisions because they seem to always offer them up to us when we're teaching. And when they are given a chance to make the ultimate decision and have that decision applied to a problem or a fact set, they're very pleased. The course has had an impact, or does have an impact on students' lives outside of college. I've received emails and phone calls from prior students who have told me that what they have learned in decision making has helped them in their private lives. So they do apply what we learn and what we teach in that class to their private lives and things outside of business. When they complete this course in decision making, they are prepared to move on to their bachelor's degree. They at that point have the ability, one thing that we talk about is the ability to make decisions in your education. And we talk about the mechanics of education and how important it is to be on top of what it is you're doing and to be able to analyze your current situation. Students, when they move on, they have to be able to analyze their current situation as they are taking courses so they don't end up taking courses that they don't need, and that they can make a decision to major in what they have an interest in.